Imagine this. America's top military secrets, now guarded by a single man's signature. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. Dozens of journalists just walked out of the Pentagon today, badges in hand, refusing to play by his rules. But here's the twist no one's talking about. Is this chaos actually saving lives on the battlefield, or just scripting the next perfect war cover-up? Welcome to Libo News, where we dig deeper than the headlines. I'm your host, and today, we're unpacking the mass exodus at the Pentagon that's got the media world buzzing. Over 40 reporters from outlets like the New York Times, Fox News, even Newsmax, yeah, that's right, conservatives too, marched out together at 4 p.m. sharp, boxes of files and folding chairs in tow. It looked less like a protest, and more like a fire drill from hell. Nancy Youssef, a veteran Atlantic correspondent who's called the Pentagon home since 2007, even hauled out her old Middle East map like it was a family heirloom. Sad, but proud, she said. They weren't just leaving desks. They were ditching a front-row seat to the world's most powerful military machine. And the high drama? It peaked right there in that echoing corridor. Badges clattering into bins as the clock ticked down. This wasn't some rogue walkout. Newsrooms from coast to coast issued a unified nope, vowing to keep covering the military, just from afar. Even Trump weighed in from the White House yesterday, calling the press very disruptive to world peace and dishonest. Ouch. But supporters? They're high-fiving, seeing it as payback for years of what they call fake news. Trump's been suing everyone from CBS to the AP. Remember those courtroom showdowns? This feels like round two. But wait, before we dive deep, picture this. What if losing that insider access forces a leaner, meaner press corps? One that uncovers scandals the old cozy club never saw coming. Stick around. Now let's peel back the layers on why this blow-up happened, and the ripple effects flying under everyone's radar. At the heart? Hegseth's new rules, slapped down like a bad bet in poker. Reporters have to sign off on not chasing unapproved info, classified or not, without his green light. Expulsion awaits if you do. The Pentagon calls it common sense to tame a disruptive press corps. Hegseth, the ex-Fox host turned brass, has already slashed briefings to just 2 since taking the gig, slapped escorts on roving reporters, and kicked off leak hunts like it's witch hunt season. But flip the script. Why now? Dig into Hegseth's playbook, and you see a guy who's not just gatekeeping, he's curating. Remember Jack Keane, that retired Army general and Fox regular? On Hegseth's old network, he nailed it. They want to spoon-feed info, and that's their story. That's not journalism. Keane's seen the trenches. He even made his generals take media classes to get why reporters aren't the enemy. They're the megaphone to Main Street America. Stories that stung? They exposed screw-ups? Sure, but they kept the brass honest. Youssef echoed that. Signing away the right to solicit tips? That's not rules, that's a muzzle. Our whole goal is soliciting information. Unconventional angle time. What if these rules aren't about control? They're a desperate bid for operational security in an era of viral leaks. Think about it. With TikTok spies and hacker collectives, one offhand chat could greenlight a drone strike gone wrong or tip off adversaries. The mainstream screams, censorship. Fair point, but rarely asks, how many close calls have sloppy sourcing already caused? We're talking potential ghost stories from the front lines, lives lost, because a scoop beats strategy. And the fallout? Military insiders are freezing up, sources whispering less. NPR's Tom Bowman laid it bare in his essay. Tips from embeds and hallway chats have busted official spin before. Now, expect a flood of glossy Pentagon TikToks and podcaster puff pieces, polished propaganda that skips the grit. Here's the unseen domino. This solidarity, uniting left-leaning AP with right-wing Newsmax, might birth a rogue network of off-site sleuths, hacking stories via FOIAs and whistleblower drops. Heather Mongilio from USNI News tweeted her badge pick like a badge of honor, reporting continues. But zoom out. Trump's base cheers the squeeze, blind to how it starves even their outlets of raw intel. Only OAN signed on. Gabrielle Kucha, their ex-reporter canned for critiquing Hegseth, says it's a loyalty play for VIP access. Smart? Or just trading journalism's soul for a seat at the table? The Pentagon Press Association, repping 101 members across 56 shops, called it a red line. Impact unclear yet, but one thing's for sure, coverage won't die. It'll mutate. From parking lots to proxy sources, the truth grind goes on. So, is this the end of Pentagon transparency, or the spark for a freer, fiercer free press? We've seen barriers fall before. Watergate, WikiLeaks. What hidden bombshell drops next from this distance? Drop your takes below. Are these rules protecting secrets or burying them? Hit like if your team question everything. Subscribe for more unfiltered dives, and we'll catch you next time on Libo News. Stay curious, America.